A lock seems to be stuck. Ah, damn it! A lock seems to be stuck. Ah, damn it! A lock seems to be stuck.
Saint Wenceslas, King of Bohemia, and you, Saint Ludmilla, plead with Christ to have mercy on us, turn away his wrath from us, and forgive his sinful children. Amen.
Don't you know there's a quarantine?
I'm investigating the source of that illness that's been spreading around here. and I could use your learned knowledge.
I'm listening.
I came across the symbol of the Kingdom of Jerusalem during my investigation, and I was wondering if you might have any records or anything that might be connected to it.
If memory serves, something should definitely be here. I even dabbled in it myself long ago. We have the legacy of a knight named Boleslav Bavor, who journeyed through the Holy Land and visited Jerusalem. There was some connection to the monastery crypt, if I recall.
Really? Because I actually came across it in the crypt.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, I ran into some laborers down there. From what I gathered, they were trying to rob some of the graves, and they were looking for something tied to the Jerusalem cross.
By Christ, they were after the relic.
What are you talking about? What relic?
There's a possibility that Bavor was buried here along with a certain relic. That's what got me interested back then.
What sort of relic are we talking about?
I don't know exactly, but certainly something very rare. I believe it's linked to Jesus Christ himself, but I can't tell you for sure right now. It's been many years, and even back then I never found anything substantial apart from Bavor's records of his travels. In the end, I concluded that the whole tale of the relic was likely just Bavor's own fabrication.
Oh, that's a shame. It was just starting to get interesting. Still, I'd very much like to have a look at the travel records, just in case.
I'll be glad to show them to you, to examine, but first we must report those vile thieves to the abbot.
You're right. The abbot ought to be told, but it's probably not wise to burden him with it now. Right now, we need to deal with the illness. Once things have settled down, we can make sure those thieves get what they deserve. Besides, we've got almost no proof yet. If I manage to investigate the matter of Bavor more thoroughly, I might stumble on something.
Still, it's a serious thing. We mustn't wait too long.
Of course. Once I've gathered the evidence, I'll explain everything to the abbot straight away. And now I'd like to take a proper look at Bavor's travel records.
Of course. Give me a few moments. I'll find them for you. And I believe Bavor's name also appeared in some old accounts. I'll try to track those down too. Journey through the Holy Land. And I've also found these old accounts. Feel free to study them too. I'm curious myself what conclusion you'll come to, if any.
Oh. It really says here that he acquired a holy relic. Let's see how it continues. According to the journal, Bavor had himself buried here with his holy treasure. That sounds pretty clear. Let's see what the accounts say. So Bavor gave the monastery a generous donation and paid for a chapel mural painting. And still, despite all the records and mentions, Crispin had his doubts. Why?
Well, are you still so enamored with Lord Bavor?
I read the journal. A lovely tale. It really brought the Holy Land to life.
And?
And it says the relic Bavor acquired was a splinter from the true cross of Christ.
Holy Virgin! Such a sacred treasure!
And according to the book, Sir Boleslav was to be buried with the relic in the monastery crypt.
So it says in the book. I also found my old notes and remembered how it all went back then. I too searched for Bavor's grave. I even dared venture into the crypt, but despite all my efforts, I never found it.
How is that even possible? A grave can't just disappear.
Quite frankly, I don't know. And I didn't know then either. Once I was convinced none of the graves belonged to Bavor, I laid the matter before the abbot, but not our father Jan. This was over 20 years ago when Abbot Vitus held office. May the Lord grant him eternal peace. Together we came to the conclusion that Bavor's tale was likely at least partly, perhaps entirely, made up.
Why would it be made up? Surely Sir Boleslav wouldn't lie about something so serious.
The book's one thing, but there's not a single other mention anywhere. The grave's missing, the relic's nowhere to be found. Can you think of another explanation, then?
The account books mention that Bavor had a sarcophagus made at his own expense.
That's possible. Does it mean anything?
If he paid for it himself, there had to be a reason. Masonry work like that is no small matter. And it's odd, isn't it? He sorted it all out in detail with the monastery to have his tomb here. Then he wasn't even buried here.
You're right. I never made that connection before.
And then there's the relic. If Bavor had just wanted to raise his reputation with a good story, why claim to have gained something so rare?
Perhaps out of vanity? There's no shortage of that among the nobility.
But his tale's already heroic enough without it. Making up a relic would only draw unwanted attention.
That's a good point. It'd be too risky.
But why would Bavor do that? What would he gain by deceiving everyone here?
If memory serves, he had some disputes over property. Maybe he wanted to improve his reputation.
Well, that's mentioned in the text. But lies wouldn't have helped him. Quite the opposite, if he'd been found out.
You'd be surprised how short-sighted some folk can be. But I agree. Something about it doesn't sit right.
And what about the mural mentioned in the accounts? Does it really exist?
Yes, it's in one of the chapel naves. It depicts several scenes from Bavor's alleged adventures.
Well, then that proves Bavor's story wasn't just made up. Surely the abbot back then wouldn't have approved such a mural in the main church if he hadn't believed it was true.
If the former abbot believed Bavor wasn't a liar, but a real hero of the Holy Land, I'll believe him too.
All the more reason I want to see it for myself.
No harm in trying. At the very least, it's a fine piece of work.
Bavor mentions in his journal that he received a great fortune from the King of Cyprus, and the account records say he gave a generous donation to the monastery. Do you think that was made up too?
They confirm at best that Bavor had wealth, not where it came from. According to the late Abbot Vitus, he might have gained that fortune by plundering or as spoils of war, and the tale of the Holy Land was just a cover to mask the dishonorable origin of his riches.
Well, I've never been to the Holy Land, but I've seen plenty of wrongdoings, even here in Bohemia. And if Bavor really wanted to cover up how he got his coin, he could have built a village, built a fortress, or who knows, bought up a mine. He could have done any number of smarter things than spinning a tale about a heroic journey halfway across the world, don't you think?
I'm no expert in fraud, but yes, he chose a rather complicated cover-up if that's what it was.
The crypt has a hidden side chamber, you know.
Excuse me? What chamber?
It had been walled up. In one part of the crypt, the masonry was loose, so I managed to get inside.
I've never heard of anything like that. Perhaps even Abbot Vitus didn't know of it.
I'd say the abbot would definitely have known about something like that. He just didn't tell you. Maybe on purpose.
Where are you going with this?
I'm not sure. Just thinking out loud, really. Don't you think this whole thing is a bit too complicated? Every explanation for why Bavor would lie seems more convoluted than just acknowledging it's true.
Listening to you now, it's like hearing my younger self. And I sound exactly like Abbot Vitus. His view was that Bavor's story was fiction. He told me I'd be better off letting it go.
What exactly did he say?
That I should stop chasing old crusaders and focus on real, meaningful work.
Vitus isn't here anymore. So we can pick up where you left off. And maybe we'll finally unravel Bavor's mystery together.
If that relic really does exist, and it's surfaced now, it'd surely be a sign from the Lord, a sign of hope in these desperate times.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We've not even found Bavor's tomb. Without it, we're stuck.
But you spoke of that hidden chamber in the crypt. If there's any clue, it'll be in there. Take this and study it closely. It's a drawing of Bavor's family coat of arms I came across years ago. According to this, you'll know if it's truly the grave of Sir Boleslav. Yes, the mural in the chapel, paid for by Bavor himself, also bears his coat of arms.
Those workers, if they really were after Bavor, they only had a drawing of the Jerusalem cross. But if he was buried under his family crest, no wonder they opened the wrong graves.
Yes, that could be it. Study that sketch well, so you won't make the same mistake.
Thank you. I'll head off at once.
Just be careful, please. You know the abbot's orders, the disease, all this misfortune.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
And in the crypt, show respect to the eternal rest of those buried there, especially now, with death haunting the monastery.
Kitty! Kitty!
Christ, bless me. Body of Christ, heal me. Blood of Christ,
there's a lot of you
quench
here.
my thirst.
Which one of you is Elijah?
Psst, keep your voice down. Elijah isn't here.
I need to speak with Elijah. Do you know what's up with him?
Try the cellar. I caught sight of him sneaking down there this morning.
If you saw him, he didn't sneak all that well, did he?
Exactly. He made quite a racket doing it. Till we meet again. Mother Mary, full of grace.
I've had it up to here with this shit. Leave me the hell alone. I've had it up
blind
to
drunk.
here with this
He
shit.
can barely speak. Are you with me? I've got something to perk you up a bit.
What is it? Schnapps?
No, we're out of schnapps. So stop whining and drink.
Oh, bloody awful stuff.
So, feeling any better?
Better? I wish. Oh, it's all coming back to me.
That's good. I need to know what happened during the night.
I don't want to talk about it. Don't make me.
I get it. You don't want to remember. I've seen some nasty things too. But sometimes it helps to talk to someone. It's definitely better than drowning your wits in schnapps.
Well, all right. What do you want to know?
How did you even notice the fire? What were you doing outside?
I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk. It was just chance.
Just chance? You sure? I don't think the abbot would be happy about folk wandering around at night.
So what if I took a little walk?
You sure you weren't sneaking off somewhere for a drink? You seem smart enough not to keep your booze where someone might find it. I bet you've got a nice little stash, eh?
All right. Maybe I did head off to the back pond for a nightcap. I heard a dog barking like mad, so I went to see what was going on. I should have just kept out of it.
Did you see anyone else at the fire?
No. Just the dog was there.
When you dragged out those two bodies, what did you do then?
While I was pulling out the second one, other people had noticed the fire. One of the knights grabbed me and started yelling that I was the arsonist. Luckily, he saw the bodies and how I was covered in, well, the same filth they were. Then the people from the monastery came. They sent me away and took the bodies off somewhere. I don't know what happened after that.
I need to ask about the dead, too. Did you notice anything odd about them?
I couldn't see much. It was as dark as a sinner's soul. But they were soaked. Soaked to the bone. And also, how to say it? Filthy. Both of them.
Filthy from what?
from shit.
Right. That can happen after death.
No, I mean they were completely covered in it. Like someone had dunked them in it. Oh.
Are you sure they were already dead when you pulled them out?
Aye.
And may I ask how you knew?
When I carried them out, I thought I'd roast alive in seconds. But they were cold as ice. And one of them was already stiff as a board. When I laid him down, he just crunched. Oh.
Do you have any idea who those two were?
I've no idea. It was dark. I couldn't see their faces. Thank God. As it is, I'll be dreaming about this for a long time.
Thanks. I'll leave you be now.
Wait, I've no idea what to do with myself. I thought I'd finally do something right for once in my life. And how did I end up? Covered in shit, face burned, and humiliated. I'd rather never step outside the door again.
What are you on about? You acted like a hero.
Hardly. I'm a coward and a drunk.
Who ran into the flames to save his fellow man.
Aye. And what did it get me?
If not for you, they'd have burned to ash and wouldn't even have a decent burial. This way they can pass on with dignity. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and be a bit proud, all right?
Right, thanks. Hey, look, I haven't told anyone, but I found this key during the night. I've no idea whose it is, but maybe you'll find it useful.
Thanks.
Go on, find your master. Shoot, you fleabag! Don't come back!
Right then. Where to begin? I'll start with the younger one. Muscle stiff, but the body looks supple. What's that in his hair? Better mind my fingers. Rigor mortis is wearing off. He can't have been dead more than a few hours. He vomited up his guts before he died. Just like that old confessor. It's all clumped together. Looks like flour, or maybe lime. Yeah, it's flour. Ugh. Bruising, some dried blood, but no broken bones. Those bruises are odd. Regular. Almost perfectly circular. Looks like cupping marks. Someone might have tried to ease a fever or pain. He's young, but his hands are a mess. Covered in scars, nails broken, looks like hard labour. And 2 workers did go missing. That can't be a coincidence. I don't see anything odd here. Ribs intact, belly soft. No sign of violent death, just his back and hips are badly scraped. No blood, like he was dragged over gravel after he died. A few old scars, gravel embedded in both knees, and blood around the groin. Barely dried. Could it have leaked out after death? Mixed with bowel contents. Bloody diarrhea. Like with the infection. Now for the older one. Pale, sunken eyes, Missing some teeth, though that might just be age. But that hole in his head is someone's doing. Small, round, clean, like it was drilled. I've heard of that method before, used in cases of unbearable headache or seizures. But who'd try that outside the infirmary? Completely stiff. Clenched tight, like he was ready for a fight. Rigor mortis well advanced. Died long before the fire. Skin's badly scratched. And there's a thorn stuck here. Maybe a rose? Stiff as a board. But no broken bones. Back and shoulders all scratched up, like he was dragged through brambles. And around his neck and chest he's got red blotches on the skin. Those blotches look familiar. They're a bit like the ones on that old confessor. Looks like this poor wretch caught the same thing. Knees are scraped and scarred. He must have worked hard in his life. Well, what's clear is they didn't die in that burning hut. More likely they succumbed to the infection spreading in the monastery. The symptoms matched perfectly. Either way, it wasn't a cold-blooded murder. Someone tried to treat them, brutally, but still. And it didn't work. Someone must have hauled the bodies into that shed. And it left marks on them. It might be possible to trace where they came from.
wandering around here for?
What's it like down there?
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Come on, then. And be more careful next time.
It was you! Surrender, now!
Easy now. I surrender.
I'll take you straight to the abbot. He'll decide what to do with you. And heed my words. Don't...
I won't...
Hey!
Overturned sacks, soaked ground, so that's why the dead man had flour in his hair. A torch? Damn, this wasn't an accident. Someone torched the shed to cover their tracks. At least this grill is here. Rough cloth, badly charred, and bits of leather. Probably used as knee protection for work. Oil. Burns like the devil. No wonder there's barely anything left of the shed. Wine? Could Elijah have lost it here? That's one deep rut. Whoever dragged them, the poor wretches gave him a rough time. disgusting. But there's no other way. A cart and rose bushes. If he dragged them through the ditch, no wonder they were in such a state. Wheel tracks. Headed that way towards the gate. This way won't work. I'll have to find another route. Something's jammed in the lock. There's no way I can pick it. The tracks are clear. That cart was bloody heavy. The cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more. What in damnation is...
You said they were better. Were you lying or just that stupid?
They took a turn for the worse. It came out of nowhere, and there was no saving them.
And those books I got for you. You've half the monastery's library in here. Did you even bother looking at them?
I read every one, but I told you 100 times, I am not a physician. I don't know what you all expected from me.
You were supposed to use your head, damn it. Now everyone and their dog is sniffing around here.
I couldn't just...
I thought I made myself clear. They stay here, you don't leave, and nobody must know a thing.
But what was I supposed to do? Your master...
Provided you with everything you needed, and paid you generously. Or am I wrong? What about that fire? Were you just covering your ass, or planning to rat on us too?
They were infected. For the sake of everyone in the monastery, I did what had to be done.
Doing what has to be done. For everyone's sake. Dennis!
I'm about to piece this bitch up.
You're a dead man! Is it really worth it to you? Too slow! You just had to go snooping, eh? You won't save Albic anyway. Don't make it worse for yourself. You won't save Albic anyway. Don't make it worse for yourself.
did you?
He's gone. Hold on. I'll fetch help.
Don't trouble yourself, son. But please, stay.
No. No, I'll run for Albie.
Pray with me. The Lord will soon welcome me.
All right. But I need to ask you something first.
Yes.
Did you try to treat those poor souls yourself?
I did my best. On the orders of Master Zacharias, I tried everything, even against their will. But either the sickness had advanced too far, or I simply lacked the knowledge.
Why did you set the shed alight? Were you trying to get rid of the bodies?
Get rid of them? No. But should they rot under my roof? I only hoped the fire would consume them, and that'd be the end of it.
All right. And now the prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Oh, Christ above. Go with God. Amen.
To your health, my friend. Hopefully the worst is behind us.
May not a drop go to waste.
You rats! Hey! Henry! It was his fault those two died. He was the first to know about the epidemic, and he tried to keep everything hushed up. He blackmailed the herbalist to hide them and treat them at his place. And when those bodies were found, what did he do? He sent that lackey of his to get rid of him.
Joachim is
dead. And that Dinesh of yours, too.
So now you kill me?
Give me just one more reason. Albik, what is it?
If I were you, I'd hold back a while. For everyone's sake.
You poisoned him? Why?
Calm down. He's still breathing.
What do you mean, still?
Whether he survives is up to you, and whether you're finally willing to cooperate.
You're mad. You want me to help you? Now, after all this?
If you're looking for someone to blame, try yourself. None of this would have happened if you hadn't kept getting in my way.
Don't try that on me. I don't need you. The infirmary has ingredients for all sorts of antidotes. We'll figure something out.
You think I used belladonna and amanita like some village herb woman? No. This is my own recipe, and a damned expensive one, I'll have you know. I save it for only the most distinguished.
I thought you and Albik were friends. He never did anything to deserve this.
Albik may not realize it, but half his shining reputation is thanks to me. Next to someone young and inexperienced, it's easy to look like a master. You saw it yourself. Even the Right Reverend didn't trust me. Me, royal physician to King Sigismund. But once Master Albik showed up, suddenly everything was different. And all he had to do was repeat the same things I'd already said.
So you only pretended to be his friend? All the while you looked down on him. Speak, traitor. What do you want from me?
I want Albik's closely guarded records on the treatment of King Wenceslas.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb. Albik spent a lot of time with him. I want to know what he wrote down.
So, it was you who turned our chamber upside down?
Me? No, that was Dinesh.
You swine. Albik confided in you that he had them, and you poisoned him so that...
I was hoping to frighten him. Maybe he'd give them to me for safekeeping. But the mad old fool went and hid them somewhere. So I need you to find them.
And if I bring you the records, you'll give me the antidote?
Not so fast. There's one more thing. Something King Sigismund himself would greatly value. Apparently, somewhere in this monastery, there's a relic from the Holy Land, brought here years ago by a knight.
And that's what those workers were after. But they failed.
Morons.
I've no idea what you're on about. Sigismund wants you to find some relic for him.
King Sigismund knows a legend of Sir Boleslav Bavor of Blatna, who brought a relic from the Holy Land to Bohemia. What he doesn't know is that Sir Boleslav was buried with it, right here in the monastery.
Ah. So you plan to present it to him on a golden platter and hand it over in exchange for a medal and a fat reward?
Something like that. I have good reason to believe the relic is of great value to the king. Once you've got the relic and the records, come to the church. We'll meet there. And one last piece of advice. Hurry. The substance acts slowly, but the longer you make Albic wait, the worse the consequences.
And what's to stop me grabbing you by the neck, beating the antidote out of you, and dragging you to the abbot?
The fact I'm not a fool. I haven't got the antidote on me. So we can go to the abbot and spend hours blaming each other. Meanwhile, Albic will die right here on the cold ground in a puddle of his own vomit. If he's to survive, we do this my way. Do we understand each other?
You miserable bloody bastard. I'll do it, but only for Albic's sake.
I expected nothing less.
Henry, the records, they're behind the scales.
What? What scales? Albic? I can't just hand the real records over to Zacharias. Nothing by these scales.
Henry, is something wrong? I just saw Master Zacharias. He nearly knocked me over, then ran out without a word.
Everything's fine, Benedict.
Just the wind and birds singing.
What?
My God. Oh, well.
Huh?
What are you eating? Filth, damp, and stale air. Apart from them not being here, nothing. Then let's drop it, shall we? As you say. Well, if you wanted it that thorough, you could have climbed into this pit yourself.
Abbot Vitus. Crispin mentioned him. Let's hope he forgives us for digging into Bavor's story again. This must have been some night. There's a cross above his head, but a rose in the crest, and I'm looking for an arrow. Abbot Uldericus, but no sign of Bavor. Some past abbot's tomb. Maybe even Heinrich. Nice. Oh. got the hood. Sarcophagus of a nobleman. Disturbed by those workers. Most likely because of the large cross. A Bavor ought to be buried under an arrow crest.
You aren't supposed to be here. What's it gonna be? You'll pay. Wanker! Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastard!
You can't stand up to this. The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the bar. I've been waiting for you. Yeah, fuck.
Henry, the records, they're behind the scales.
What? What scales? Albie? I can't just hand the real records over to Zacharias. Nothing by these scales.
Henry, is something wrong?
Benedict, I need you to take care of Master Albie.
Lord have mercy. I had a feeling he couldn't avoid that illness forever.
He's not ill. He's been poisoned.
What? By whom?
Zacharias slipped something into his wine. He's still alive, but if I don't get the antidote quickly...
He'll die. But why would Zacharias do that?
It's a long story. Right now, I need you to look after Albie. He's in his bed, and in a bad state.
I'll keep an eye on him. And what will you do?
I'm gonna find the antidote, and then settle things with Zacharias.
Very well. May God go with you.
Actually, one more thing. Does the phrase, behind the scales, mean anything to you?
The scales. Well, it's a symbol of justice. The Archangel Michael is often depicted on Judgment Day holding scales. Why do you ask?
Albich whispered it to me. I hoped he was trying to give me a clue, point me to somewhere he hid something. Only, with the curfew, he couldn't have left the infirmary.
Unless... I just remembered, Albert did actually leave once. It was a few days ago, and he asked me not to tell anyone.
Really? Do you know where he went?
He wanted to speak personally with the Right Reverend Father Jan.
But he's been warning us all along to stay away from him.
I thought it strange too. But that's all I know.
Even so, you've helped me. Thank you.
What? There you are! Halt! Halt!
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
I'll take you straight to the abbot. He'll decide what to do, and heed my...
I'll go up.
Henry, the records, they're behind scales.
What? What scales? Albie? I can't just hand the real records over to Zacharias. Nothing by these scales.
Henry, it's...
Benedict.
Lord...
He's not...
What?
Zacharias.
He'll die.
It's a lot. I'm gonna...
Very well.
Actually...
Why do you...
Albie, only...
Unless... I just...
Really?
You want...
But he's...
I...
Even...
Careful.
Don't you know there's a quarantine?
I've got a bit of an odd question.
That doesn't surprise me. We live in strange times, brother.
Well, that's for certain. But if I wanted to make a book or a document that matched the original as closely as possible, what should I be careful about?
Why are you asking?
Brother, I'm speaking to you scholar to scholar, and I won't take much of your time. In my studies, I came across certain writings with rather intriguing ideas. I'd like to spread them beyond the walls of this monastery.
A most noble idea, brother. I shall advise you. You must make sure to choose matching covers and the same type of parchment. If you have the original in front of you, it shouldn't be hard to imitate the script and style.
Covers? Parchment? Where would I find such things?
That I truly don't know. Here in the library we only have very basic parchment. It depends what exactly you need. Perhaps in town, some scriptoriums might be better equipped.
Scriptoriums? Right. Thanks.
Where are you fucker? You're looking for a fight, are you? Gotcha, fella! Surrender, now! It was you! Give up!
Show me what you've got!
Punishment by the blade! My favorite! Shame on you!
Die, you
There's
wretch!
a murderer about!
No!
Guard! I don't want to die!
Henry, the records, they're behind scales.
What? What scales? I'll be... can't just hand the real records over to Zacharias. These won't be the right scales.
Oh, Christ.
Benedict,
Lord,
he's not...
What?
Zacharias...
He'll die.
It's a lot. I'm gonna...
Very well.
Actually...
Why do you...
Albie, only...
Albic did...
Really?
He wanted to...
But he... Even so...
What? You're the one we're after here.
Easy now! I surrender!
The abbot will decide your fate. I'll take you to him.
I won't resist.
right down there.
What do you think? Filth, damp, and stale air.
Any sign of those workers who've gone missing?
Apart from them not being here? Nothing. Then let's drop it, shall we?
Master Ludov said we're not to leave anything unchecked. And I mean to oblige him. I'll give the place another once-over. You take a proper look down below, too. Ludov's not too happy about those workers.
Well, if you wanted it that thorough, you could have climbed into this pit yourself.
The start of Bavor's journey. That's probably Venice and Jerusalem. Holy relics hidden in barrels of olives. Just like he wrote in his travel records. And the attack by Mamluk bandits. No doubt Bavor had courage aplenty. The King of Cyprus, Knight Bavor, and his relic. Though that shield looks a bit different than the one in Crispin's sketch. Almost the same, only on the mural it's got that inner scutcheon added. They gave a lot of space to Bavor's crest and his elevation. Likely at the knight's own request, and the crest's all in one, with an angel and the relic. That must mean something.
I've had enough. You're under arrest. Enough. We'll do this the hard way then. If you keep resisting, I've all the right in the world to execute you on the spot.
Abbot Vitus. Crispin mentioned him. Let's hope he forgives us for digging into Bavor's story again. The Crozier and Mitre. That'll be an abbot's tomb. Abbot Uldericus. But no sign of Bavor. This must have been some knight. There's a cross above his head, but a rose in the crest. And I'm looking for an arrow. Some past abbot's tomb. Maybe even Heinrich. Nice. Oh. Good thing I've got the hood. Sarcophagus of a nobleman. Disturbed by those workers. Most likely because of the large cross. But Bavor ought to be buried under an arrow crest.
someone knock me out? Who did it, damn it?